thought about stopping Squid Game videos since I felt I was focusing too much on it, but I need to make this one because there's way too much confusion about some crazy theories that couldn't possibly be true. What's worse is that a lot of people believe and defend these theories as if they were facts. So let's debunk them. The biggest wrong theory that seems to have everyone's agreement is that the front man is Il-nam's son. Look at all those comments and the number of likes suggesting that people agree with this theory, and there is also a lot of debate on this subject. Their strongest argument is that the front man gave his milk to Kim Joon-hee, saying he can't drink plain milk. Also, in season 1, we saw Il-nam talking to Gi-hun about his son, and that he too cannot drink plain milk. So by that logic, the front man must be Il-nam's son. This is the main reason many people believe in this theory, but it couldn't be more wrong. These are the same people who thought in the first season that Gi-hun was Il-nam's son, using the same reasoning. Player 1 is clearly trying to mess with Gi-hun by repeating things he did in the first season. It's a well-known fact in psychology that if you want to gain someone's trust, you mimic their behavior. This is exactly what the front man does here. Let's dig deeper into why this theory simply doesn't hold up. First, we know that the front man is a former winner who joined the game because he couldn't afford his wife's surgery, a tragic situation that ended with his wife passing away anyway. Now consider this. If Il-nam were truly his father, would he have let that happen? It's hard to believe that Il-nam, who had the power and resources to orchestrate these elaborate games, wouldn't step in to save his own son's wife. And if the frontman eventually discovered that his father was behind these games supposedly designed to help people escape crushing debt, while allowing his wife to die, would he still willingly assist in running them? It's almost impossible to imagine. The sheer emotional weight of that betrayal would likely destroy any sense of loyalty. Instead, it makes far more sense to view the frontman's involvement as driven by his own disillusionment and desperation, rather than some hidden familial connection to Il-nam. We know that In-ho was a decorated policeman who donated his kidney to save his brother's life. Based on that, we can assume he was a person who truly cared about those around him and wanted to help them. Could a person like this accept his father's ways of doing things and just follow him? It seems very unlikely. From the conversation between the detective and his mother, we learn that the front man is the detective's stepbrother, and they share the same father, meaning Il-nam is also the detective's father. Now let me ask you this. If Il-nam found out that his other son had infiltrated the island, wouldn't he have done something to stop or capture him? And if your response is that Il-nam wouldn't know his son was on the island, I would have to disagree. They knew all about Gi-hun in Season 2 and researched every player before inviting them to join. Do you really think Il-nam wouldn't hire someone to keep tabs on his own sons? And regarding the lactose intolerant part, a quick search shows that South Korea's population is approximately 51.71 million. Statistically, about 68% of people are lactose intolerant, meaning roughly 35.16 million South Koreans cannot drink plain milk. Mathematically, the front man's chance of being Il-nam's son, based solely on the fact that he cannot drink plain milk, is 1 in 35.16 million, which equates to a probability of 0.0000284%. This is almost 0%, making it nearly impossible for the frontman to be his son. The second flawed theory concerns the teaser for Season 3, showing the appearance of a new doll beside Young-hee. First of all, the other doll is not her brother. It's her boyfriend, Cheol-soo. This isn't speculation. It's a fact confirmed by the show's director and creator. Secondly, the game featuring the second doll is not Jack and Jill. That's not even a real game. It's a board game. There's absolutely no evidence or reason for this to be a theory, yet so many people believe it. They saw two dolls and a traffic light for train and somehow jumped to the conclusion, hey, it must be Jack and Jill. This theory has spiraled completely out of control, so much so that even magazines and blogs have written about it. It all started with one person making a TikTok, and suddenly, everyone agreed and copied it without even questioning whether it's possible or not. I swear, some people must have watched this show as background noise. The entire point of the games is that they're childhood games everyone has played before, keeping it an even playing field. And they're Korean childhood games, specifically. The creator purposely gave us the names of the two dolls, Young-hee and Cheol-soo. But no, for many people, they're Jack and Jill. Who knows what the producers have planned for us, but it's definitely not that. A better theory could be the game Why Did You Come to My House? Gi-hun even mentioned this game in Season 1. It consists of two teams facing each other, like the dolls, with houses behind them. Another relatively popular game theory is human chess, based on the drawings on the walls. While I agree that the wall drawings serve as hints for the upcoming games, as we saw in the first season, there's no way human chess could be one of them. How would that be exciting for the VIPs? They've shown time and again that they don't care about human lives, so watching a slow, strategic chess game would likely bore them. They're there for high-stakes, thrilling spectacles, not a chess match. Another key point about all the games is that they were designed to give every player an equal chance of winning, ensuring fairness for all contestants. How, then, would human chess be a fair game? Who decides which contestant represents which chess piece? Who makes the moves? This concept lacks sustainability. You might argue that players could pick random numbers or symbols to be assigned to specific chess pieces. While this could be true, in my opinion, the only feasible way chess could work as a game is if two players competed against each other directly, with the loser being eliminated. However, even this has its flaws. Chess is a zero-sum game, meaning that with perfect play, it should always end in a draw. Contestants could easily agree to draw the game and move on to the next round, which wouldn't be very exciting for the VIPs. The essence of Squid Game is the thrill and unpredictability, and a chess game, especially one prone to draws, just wouldn't provide that. Going forward, another wild theory that many people believe is that Min-soo is actually a VIP. The entire basis of this theory stems from Googling Squid Game Season 2 cast. Under Da-wit Lee, instead of listing the character he portrayed, Min-soo, it says VIP 3. Based on this, people think Google accidentally revealed a major plot twist in the story. First of all, it's baffling that people think Google could just make a simple mistake like that. Netflix spends millions of dollars on this show, and yet Google supposedly exposed one of the biggest twists in the story. If this were true, Netflix would have responded aggressively, and we'd likely see one of the biggest lawsuits of the decade. Secondly, let's look at the credits from Season 1. Beside VIP 3, the name David Lee is listed. Since this person doesn't have a Korean name, their name is written in Latin letters and follows the typical Western name order. Now, if we check the credits for Season 2, we see Min-soo, played by Lee Da-wit, written in the proper Korean format. Furthermore, if Lee Da-wit had appeared in Season 1 as a cameo, his Korean name would have been listed in the credits and included in every database. The pictures and translations that sparked this theory originated from a Reddit post, which discusses it in more detail. I'd link it below for reference. This is just a simple misconception. There are two completely different people. The David Lee from Season 1 is not the same person as Lee Da-wit from Season 2. Another popular VIP theory involves Player 100. The reasoning behind this theory is that having a debt of 10 billion isn't something an ordinary person could easily accumulate, and he often encouraged others to play one more game. Some even suggested that he gone broke by placing a bet, and he joined the games to pay off debt. The last argument is based on the symbolism of his number, 100, being the exact opposite of 001. But that's all there is to this theory. It doesn't hold up under scrutiny. The main reason Player 100 isn't a VIP is his lack of screen time. He only appeared during the vote. If he were truly a VIP, we would see him more involved in the games. Netflix wouldn't drop such a major reveal for a character who barely had any screen time. It would be poor storytelling. Take, for example, the guard girl. We know there's something significant about her, and can tell she'll play a larger role in the story, because the show deliberately focuses on her at key moments. In contrast, Player 100 doesn't even appear in important games like the Mingle game or the six-leg race. His absence further weakens the idea that he's secretly a VIP. Regarding the going broke theory, there's no way this can be true. It would completely dismantle the entire concept and purpose of the VIPs. These are individuals who operate above the law, running the games for decades and killing countless people without leaving a single trace that leads back to them. Take Gihun, for example. He was handed a card with 45 billion won, and no one raised an eyebrow. The bank accepted it. The government didn't question it. This clearly establishes that the VIPs are powerful, high-ranking individuals who are essentially untouchable. Could some of them theoretically go broke? Sure, but in reality, it's nearly impossible. The games involve astronomical sums of money. The prize alone is 45 billion won, and they spend billions more paying the guards, setting up elaborate game stages, and orchestrating the entire operation. Now think about it. Would a VIP risk their life to join the game just to pay off a debt and walk away with a fraction of the prize money? Absolutely not. These are people who would rather die than fall into such a position. In my opinion, the only conceivable reason for a VIP to join the game would be purely for entertainment or some twisted form of thrill-seeking, not out of desperation to repay a debt. Anything else goes against the very essence of what the VIPs represent. Hopefully, I was able to shed some light on these theories circulating on the internet. I strongly believe that an important part of any show is the anticipation and all the fan theories that emerge online. So, what's your favorite theory about Squid Game Season 3? Or do you have other popular theories that you think might not be true? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated. See you in the next one.